I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. Hey Saber fans, welcome back to the channel. I am the Blues Bro, and I have something to show off today. I am so excited about this new lightsaber. I have gotten myself a Neopixel proffie lightsaber from Crimson Dawn, and it is the Osprey. And this thing is so freaking cool. I am so excited to show this off. Let's go through the aesthetic of it for just a minute here. Let me just zoom in a little, or a lot. See if we can get this thing to focus. There it goes. So this is part of Crimson Dawn's Tier 3 lightsabers, and what we're looking at is an all-black saber with some polished rings inside of it, and this one has like a sheath over it, and I believe they call this an armor piece. So, you know, we got our emitter, switch section, grip, pommel, and then an armor on top of it. In fact, I went back there and got another armor for it in silver, just to see what that looks like. And it looks pretty good, but I think this thing would also look sick with like a red armor on there. But really in love with this lightsaber. And in fact, I started playing with it immediately because, you know, it's my first proffie and I wanted to see what I could do on it. So I went and downloaded some sound fonts and Arduino, and you know, started loading some sound fonts on there and some blade styles, and I was like, oh man, I didn't even make a video yet on the lightsaber to show it off. So I just reflashed the board back to the original config file that came on it from Crimson Dawn. So I'm hoping everything's back to default and I can show off how this works. You know, stock, just, you know, if you went and bought one of these is what you get. So let me show you real quick on the website what we're looking at. You go to Crimson Dawn, we go to Sabers. This is one of their Tier 3. And scroll down a little bit and we see the Osprey here. Osprey, I don't know. I looked it up and Google says to pronounce it Osprey. If I'm saying that wrong, someone correct me in the comments. But so this one is, you know, not a bad price just for a baselit. I opted to do the Proffie Core and Pixel Blade. I considered getting the Crimson Core, which is in their Crimson, you know, config with some different sound fonts and things on there. But I said, you know, this is for my YouTube channel. I want to download lots of different stuff and put on different blade styles. So I'm good with just getting a Proffie board in here, and I'm going to have at it and really customize the heck out of this thing. So that's what I ended up doing. I think this one just comes, yeah, this one just comes in this black color with the polished rings. Like some of their other sabers, you'll see like an option to pick different colors, but this one just comes in the one. And yeah, dude, I am so stoked about this thing. So I want to go through the fonts that are on it and some of the functionality. You know, I'm sure everyone out there that's got a Proffie LGT is going to work the exact same way. So if you know how to run one of these, you've pretty much seen everything I'm going to show off in this video already. But I'm so excited about it and wanted to share it. So why don't I go back to the first font here, and I'll pause and come right back to that. Okay, so I've gone back far enough where I'm in the battery status here, and I can see I'm about half battery. And you know what? I had actually gotten a 32-inch blade on this, and I'm sure the config file is set up for a 36-inch blade, so I'm gonna have to figure out what my LED count is, or whatever that number is, to go, you know, change that in the config. Because I noticed, like on some of the tip effects and stuff like that, you got just a little bit of color down here, and I'm sure that's because, you know, it's a different blade length. But so we'll go into the first font.
I'll show you the dark side.
So we got a Kylo with a unstable effect, and oh man, and that smooth, beautifully smooth swing. Oh, I just love it so much. By the way, I wiped just a tiny bit of oil on my lens, so the blade does not look like this in real life. I don't care. You can go ahead and comment. Don't make the blade look cool in the video. It doesn't really look like that. I want to make a cool looking video, so that's what it looks like in this one. But yeah, my first Neopixel. Oh, dude, this is so freaking cool. All right, so we got our blaster deflect by a click. Press, hold, and hit. And we have our blade lockup. And press, hold, and twist while facing up. Let's see, I think that's a force push. So some different sound effects in there, and each sound font has, you know, a different one. I noticed some play quotes, some do a force effect. And then if you press and hold, twist, while upside down, you go into a color change mode, but I want to leave this one on red. So press hold until it turns off. All right, and then to go forwards of font, it's a hold for just a short second.
You hard to get rid of.
So, and then if you wanted to go backwards of font, press and hold until it goes backwards.
I'll show you the dark side.
So you can go back and forth. And let me go ahead and also show you volume controls real quick. So we press hold while off, press hold and hit, and we're in our volume. Clicks go up. All the way up, and then the short hold go down, and then hold and hit, and now we've locked that volume in. All right, so let's go forward a font. So short hold,
You're hard to get rid of.
and we're in array font. Oh man. I think my lens is actually too dirty. I'm gonna have to wipe that off a little bit. Give me a second. There, that's a little better. Okay, so we got array font on here. And
The dark sword.
the dark sword. I love this one. It's got like this audio flicker to it. Probably pretty strobe looking. And these are all just the stock fonts that come on here. I can't wait to go get some premium bassy thons on here. Ascension. I wonder if this is like the K-Sith Ascension? I don't know. Keep going through the stock fonts. Darth Maul. Can you tell I'm excited? I know. It's like, look at this almost 40-year-old dude, like a little kid with a toy. That's so true.
That's a mirror. What is your prey?
Ah, yeah. Ben, no! This is the one I was using at the beginning of the video just because, you know, default to a blue for Ben Solo. I like this one a lot. Another force push. Kind of a blade effect. That's cool.
Empress Palpatine.
Empress Palpatine, a little bit of a Prion, effect here at the base. Ooh, this one's kind of like a fire blade. It's a little hard to tell in the video, but kind of yellowish down here, and then gets darker as it goes to the tip. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. I wonder if let me try something real quick. You see a little better? Yeah, not so much. Yeah, I tried. And one thing I really think is cool is if you, click and hit. How is it? It goes into like a battle mode thing. Maybe it's not. But like if you click to do a blaster deflect, it goes into a mode where if you just swing, it does the blaster deflect, which is kind of cool. Count Dooku. And this one's got a sound that plays when you turn it off.
Master Yoda. Count Dooku.
Count Dooku.
General Kenobi.
Hello there. You are a bold one. Oh, interesting. This one's kind of like a sky blue on this one as a default color. Sounds good. Okay, I finally figured it out. Sorry about that. Okay, so if you do a deflect as a swing, or when you're swinging, like that. Now, all right, so finger off the button. It does the blaster deflect just by swinging, and then to get out of that mode, single click, and now it won't play it. Thank you for bearing with me as I figured that out. Rogue Commander. Reminds me of the Jaws theme. Dun 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 dun. Darkness. Alright, so we got another fire blade.
Your destiny lies with me, Skywalker.
Alright, so I remember when I got this a week ago and I first turned it on, it was on the same blue, which is like a very light ice blue, sky blue. And now that I reflashed the board, it's on that same color for Darth Vader. So, you know, I noticed like all of the fonts are just in, folder 1, folder 2, folder 3. They're not labeled as like font names or anything. So, I don't know, maybe someone was paying attention for the default color there. So, good place to go into the color change mode. So, hold upside down, hold and twist. And then twist the blade until you get to the color you want. It's so hard to grab a red to go from pink to orange super fast. And then press and hold the button until it locks into place, and then you got your color. I think this is one of the ones that has the quotes versus like a force effect.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. You are not a Jedi yet. Join. Together, we can rule the galaxy. father and son. Join me.
So I like the when it goes in that quote, it goes into a different blade style. That's kind of cool. And more fonts.
I'm Cal Kestis.
Cal Kestis. An orange blade. Kind of like a creamsicle orange blade. Force push. Oh, and the lightning block or force lightning. So click and hold. So click, let go, hold. And that does your lightning block effect.
The General, to me she's royalty.
And I got like a Leia font. With a pretty sky blue. And this one's got kind of like that audio flicker on it, which is nice. Kind of reminiscent of that flashback scene in the sequels.
You've never fought anyone like me.
I am Rama.
Ooh. Oh, that's so cool. I wish I could show the blade off better. I wonder if I bring this all the way down. Anything? I can kind of see it.
The dark side, my master.
Another neat font. Spectrum. This is by far my daughter's favorite. She calls it the unicorn saber. So it has a rainbow effect. I don't know, kind of an interesting sound. But my daughter loves the rainbow effect. I'll have to apply that onto another font. Defiance. And I think that's the last one. We should be back into our battery meter. And yeah, got some battery left there.
I'll show you the dark side.
All right, let's set this light back up. There we go. Oh, so freaking cool, man. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Like I said, I've already downloaded a couple fonts, and I can't wait to do a font review on one of them, because I don't think I've seen many font reviews on one of them. It's a out of canon font. But yeah, this is my Osprey from Crimson Dawn. Super cool. We got some windows in the emitter. We got the S-cut emitter at the top there. The polished rings, I think, look so great. It's, my first all black Saber. Just to give you a little size comparison. So here it is. See if I can try to hold these at the same time. So there is the Osprey alongside the Banshee. So you can see it's quite a bit larger. And if you look at this will be super hard to show, but the emitter wall, super bigger on the Osprey. It's a lot thicker. It has some retention screws on both sides. And then there's also one in the front, which I'm not really using this as a retention screw. I really like the thumb screws as kind of like a little greebly little something. Plus it also helps it from rolling off the table, which is nice. And then the The armor piece of the shroud uses your standard blade retention screw as well. I just have one in the back, but there's also a spot for one in the front. The one in the back happens to hit a spot that goes into the chassis, so it goes into like another retention screw. The one in the front goes right on the front of the blade, or on the front of the hilt. So I'll just show you real quick what that does, because it's not cool. So I'll take that off. Oh, loosen that one more time. So this is that back screw, which the retention screw is going into for the armor, but on the front, it's just going in the hilt, and it looks like there might be a screw there. But if I try to get up real close, you'll see that's actually just damage. There we go. You can see it's actually just damaging the hilt. So if you wanted to use this without the armor, now you got a little mark there, which I'll probably use it with the armor, although I do really like this even without it. It is super cool looking, especially with them polished rings. But yeah, that is my Osprey from Crimson Dawn. Thank you for watching. Thank you for allowing me to share this awesomeness with you that I think is just so cool. Really appreciate you watching. May the Force be with you. And please feel free to subscribe. I'm going to make a bunch of silly videos like this, or at least I hope to. So if you like it, feel free to subscribe, click like, leave a comment. If there's a video you'd like me to make or you got a question, please reach out. That'd be great. And otherwise, we'll see you next time. Thanks.